Day Kentucky Cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Over here with Chef Allison Davis. It's cold outside, so we are talking about bone broth, one of my favourite things. We normally talk about this every winter, and nothing's changed with it, except you can make it even yummier and yummier and yummier, because it's super good for you.
It really is.
And everyone should have it in their house.
Yes, so here at Wild Time we make bone broth. We typically have it in stock. We try to have it in stock every day. We make new batches every week.
Yeah, babe, it flies off the shelves.
It flies,
Like,
especially this time of year it flies, and it's hard to tell, you know, because when you, like me, I mean, you can tell I'm a little nasal, you start to feel a cold coming on, and this is one of those ancient things that, you know, in China and I'm trying to think, centuries ago,
right,
people would make broth to heal, and that's really what it's for, is healing, helping your gut health, and really just a lot of like benefits and properties from collagen to you name it.
the Jewish
it cannot
antibiotic.
hurt. It cannot hurt.
The Jewish antibiotic.
There you go.
Chicken soup is.
All right, so we are going to use our bone broth. You can actually just drink it by the cup, which we've done several times, which I love. I just love drinking it because it just feels so good, and it's also a great way to kind of extend your fast, so to speak.
And when you do have it in stock, I get it, and I only take it. She puts it in these big mason jars, everyone.
Yeah.
Or is that for everyone, or just me?
Just you, no.
Oh.
No, you can bring your own mason
I was
jars.
gonna say.
You can bring in your own mason jars.
But
and we'll fill them.
I just take a cup of it, put it in a little container, take it to work.
Absolutely.
And just drink it.
It's very filling,
I literally
very
drink it before the show.
nutritious. Yeah.
It helps me, instead of eating.
That actually gives you a little bit of an energy boost too. So.
I'll be honest with you, it's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
When I get it.
What we're going to do, though, is we're going to take the bone broth, and, you know, if you've got kids, maybe they're not so apt to drinking this, we're going to make a soup with it, which is another way that you can use it, is just giving you more flavor. Yeah,
so this
for
is
soup.
the liquid. Want me to put that
So,
in?
no, the first thing we're going to do is actually saute up some vegetables. So we're going to add some onions. Here's a spoon, too.
Good. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to start with a basic mirepoix. We've got onions that are going to saute. To that, we're going to add some celery, some carrots, some garlic. And I just wanted to talk about, you know, what goes into bone broth in addition to the bones of your meat. And a lot of people ask me this. We do get all of our bones from locally sourced animals here in Kentucky through Marksberry Farm. So they're organic, they're pasture raised. We get, in addition to that, we add carrots, we add onions, we have herbs, we add peppercorns, we add a lot of aromatics in to make that broth so flavorful.
It is
so
nice.
Anything that you like keep, like the ends of your carrots, the ends of your celery, we keep all of that and we reuse that and repurpose that into our broth.
I love it.
All right, so we're going to go in with some celery, some carrots, and just start to soften and sweat these vegetables up a little bit. Got some garlic going in. And this is going to be a mushroom and barley soup. So the final thing that we're going to add, I just picked this up at Kroger. This is one of my favorites. It's a gourmet mushroom blend. So instead of just your button mushrooms, you get a little bit of the shiitakes, the oyster, a nice kind of blend of mushrooms. And then we'll go in with some of the barley, and the barley will cook in that broth and soften up just a little bit.
Okay, so should that be cooked for a certain amount of time with the soup?
You're really just going to cook it to texture, like you would rice. So as it softens up, and you get that nice texture, then you'll be ready. Maybe 20, 25 minutes.
So what I do with all of this, Alison, is when I cook it myself, just like you are, I cook it for several hours. But you were saying that's not necessary?
No, so really once the barley is cooked through into the texture that you're looking for.
Do I put this in?
We're gonna actually add the mushrooms and the barley first, but once you get the barley to the texture you're looking for, then really it's ready to go. I mean, you can re-season it. Obviously with soups, you know, the longer it sits, if it sits overnight, the flavors are going to work together and come together. All right, so then we're just going to add some barley in.
Well, how much? Maybe half a cup?
Maybe half a cup. It depends on the serving size that you're serving.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a little touch of that red pepper flake.
I like to make enough for a week.
Well, yeah, and then this is something certainly you can always freeze.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go in with that bone broth.
Okay,
and
my spoon's getting hot.
Yeah,
I'll finish this off. If you
fresh
want to,
herbs, you name it. Yeah.
If you want to find out more information about the recipe, head over to WTVQ.com/Midday Kentucky. It'll all be there. Back after the break, everyone.